Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So in this video I'm going to show you how I flipped a full Snoop Dogg track into an early 2000s tech house track. So I sampled quite a few of the elements from the tune. I just split the stem straight in Ableton, and yeah, we could change it into something completely different. So I'll give you a little listen and then we'll go through it bit by bit. So I'm just going to play it from the middle break and into the main bass, and then we'll break it down section by section. So I'm just going to play it here. Right, so they're the main elements in the track. So I kind of sampled and re-sliced a lot of the elements. The drums are my own drums, but all the kind of synths, the bass, the vocals, everything else is from that Snoop Dogg track. Which track is it? It's the Freestyle Conversation. I don't want to play too much of the track in the video because it could get a copyright strike. So if you want to check it out, just go on YouTube and have a listen. So it's Snoop Dogg Freestyle Conversation. So yeah, I'm just going to start with the drums. Very simple. This was kind of not meant to be a full track. It was just a little jam session, and I just randomly picked this track to see what I could come up with. So I'm just going to start with the drums. So we just have a 707 drum kit straight from Ableton. Just some hats and a snare. Then we have this loop. Just took some of the low end out. Yeah, that's basically it, leaving the highs in. So then this is the first vocal. So look, you can see this is the acapella from the whole track, and then we just sliced out this little bit. So I'll show you now. Just here. Just a little box with a little bit of a fade on it. First introduction of the bass. So that's the same, that's sampled straight from the track. You can see the note I'm hitting here. Then introduce the next bit of the bass. I do this sometimes myself anyway with an arpeggiator, so you can just duplicate your bass and put an arpeggiator on it, but this bass line already had it, so you can see it here, so we just resample that in a separate channel. It gives it a nice wobble, so I'm going to skip into it here. These are just some little synthy sounds that I kind of sliced out with sampler. So there's the first one. Oh, this is another vocal. Here. Just like this. Pitch down, 9 semitones. Another sound. Just random little sounds, but when you put them all together, they kind of work. And I just using them for the intro because the bass line is the driving factor in this track. So you can see how I use this bass but I add some extra notes here which completely changes up the track. So I'm going to show you in the first drop. So see, this is the first bass pattern, just 2 notes, and then in the second channel we just have the arpeggiator, here, so 2 notes like that, and then we have the arpeggiator just at the end of the bar, and then we just add an extra note then, which kind of, or an extra few notes, 2 notes, that actually just makes it a completely different bass line. So you'll see now when it comes in. So this is it before. Has a little bit of a rest, but when we add them extra 2 notes in, it gives it a completely new drive. We just have a little riser here from Blue. You can use a sample or a synth for that. Now look. It's just a nice little surprise. Then we bring in a new vocal from the track. 2 of them actually. That's it. Just sliced out again. And this as well. All in sampler. And you put them together then. Just this. And then we bring in a chord then from Modular by Waves, not Waves, sorry, I assure you. And another synth kind of chord coming in, which is also from the Snoop Dogg track, you'll see it here. Just sampling random pieces out, look. You're going to get a nice little surprise when you do that. No, I'll probably do a little bit more work on this section, but we'll just bring it back into the bass then again. That's a proper bass low end. And then yeah, same again. We have a little pad that comes in here. I don't know whether I'm going to keep this in the final project, but I just left it there because it might be a nice variation. You'll hear it now. Right, so they're the main elements in the track. So basically the only elements I used that weren't from the Snoop Dogg track were the drums and the kick drum, and then that chord from Modulars, the kind of Rhodes organ sound. So everything else is from that track. You can see how I reused the sounds again and again here, just little slices from each stem. I just got the track dragged into Ableton and separated the stems into 4. Like, I didn't really care about it being too clean or anything like that. I just wanted to have some fun and see what I could come up with. And yeah, I'm kind of happy with the result because this is a hip hop track from the 90s and we're after changing it into something completely different. It doesn't sound anything like the original. So yeah, give it a bash, see what you can come up with, and let me know what you would like to see in the next few videos. If you can drop a comment, like and subscribe, that will help the channel a lot and I can keep making these videos for you guys. So we'll leave it there and thanks for watching.